Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hi, I'm Brittany and welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here today. So today we're filming a very exciting video. We're going to be doing a first impression on the new Too Faced Gingerbread Spice eyeshadow palette. We're going to be doing full-on swatches, live swatches, and then I'm also going to be creating this look right here for you guys using the palette for the first time. I'm so excited for this video, guys. So if you want to see my review over the new Too Faced Gingerbread palette, let's go ahead and get into it. Oh my gosh, guys, I was not planning on doing a video today, but I got super excited because this literally just came in the mail. So I got the new Too Faced Gingerbread Spice eyeshadow palette. I'm super excited. When I saw this on Trend Mood, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have that and I have to review it for my channel. Obviously, I already have a little bit of makeup on. Today we're just running errands, and so I wasn't expecting to film. So I just threw something really fast on the lid and did like my foundation routine. But I'm just gonna wipe it off so we could try this on our eyes. But first, I do want to start off with some swatches. Now this retails for $49, so it's about the same as all the other Too Faced eyeshadow palettes. The only other one that I have from like the chocolate bar line is the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. And we will compare this one to the gingerbread one. So this came out with their, I guess, their Christmas line, just because when I think of gingerbread, I do think of Christmas. And this is the box. Isn't it so freaking cute? I love the like warm brown. And so we're just gonna go ahead and jump into it. So whenever you take it out of the box, it's in that same like hard tin can material packaging. It's super duper cute. I love this packaging. It's like raised and really 3D. And I love this because it also doesn't get super dirty, so it's not like the Anastasia palettes to where everything's gonna stick to it. You could easily just like wipe it off if it gets dirty. And this is what the inside looks like. So it does come with a mirror, as you guys can see, and then on this side it has a little gingerbread man. How cute. And then these are the colors, and as you can see, they're very, very warm. And what I love about this palette is that it's a mix between mattes and shimmers, and I love the foiled kind of shimmer colors from Too Faced. They're really, really nice, which is why I ended up getting this gold one, the Too Faced Chocolate Gold. Or actually, I got this for gratis, but this is why I ended up liking it, was because of the foiled shades in here. They're really, really nice quality. So I'm hoping that the gingerbread one will be just as good. And so now we're gonna go ahead and swatch this baby and see what colors we like. And so I'm just gonna start from left to right and go down the rows. So let's go ahead and swatch it. I forgot to mention the smell. Me and Christian were smelling it as soon as we got it. It smells so good. He says it does smell like gingerbread man, but I feel like it smells like icing. It smells so good. If you guys have ever smelled like the cookie cakes from like the mall and that icing that they put on top, that's exactly what this palette smells like. It smells so good. It's not as strong as the chocolate bar palette. Like this one's super duper strong smelling. This one you kind of have to get really close to smell it, but it does smell really good. Okay, so the first one we're gonna swatch is called Powdered Sugar, and it's just like a flat base color. I love when eyeshadow palettes have this in it, and it's gonna be hard to swatch just because it's gonna blend in with my skin tone. So I'm just gonna layer it up so you guys can see it. So that one is Powdered Sugar. I love that this palette has it, just because I love setting my eyeshadow primer with something like this just before we get started. Okay, so the next color is a shimmer, and this is called Spiked Eggnog. And this one looks like a very, very light champagne color. Ooh, that one's super pigmented. Just go over it one more time so you guys can see. It's really, really pretty. Okay, so next up we have this bright fuchsia color, and it's called Gumdrop. Woo! I love these colors. They remind me of like my hair color. Sorry if my swatches aren't the best, but this one is Gumdrop. Okay, so next up we have this really pretty warm brown, and it's called Gingerbread. feel like mattes don't always swatch the best, but they do work good on the eyes. So pretty and rich. So that one is Gingerbread. Okay, so next up we have another shimmer. This one is called Warm and Toasty. Ooh, those shimmer colors are so pigmented. Look, that was just one swipe. That one is Warm and Toasty. Oh my gosh, that one's gorgeous. It's so unique, I feel like, because it's like a mustardy foiled color. Okay, next up we have another shimmer. This one's called Ooh Burn, which is super funny. But it's a purple. Wow, that one is so pigmented. Super pretty for fall. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this next color. What is it called? Frostbite Me. Ooh, it feels chunky. So this feels like a chunkier glitter, but it's a really pretty icy color. Let's go ahead and see how it swatches. Oh my gosh, it actually swatches really nice. I thought it was gonna be super chunky. It's so pretty though. I really like that one. Okay, so the next color is called Figgy Pudding, which is a really light kind of peachy pink color. This one is pretty powdery. So that one looks like that would be an awesome like transition color just because how light it is. Okay, so next up we have another matte, but this is called Hot Toddy, and it's a really, really warm orange color. That one is really nice. I love these kind of warm shades for the eyes. Okay, so next up we have Reindeer Paws. This one looks shimmery, but it doesn't look as shimmery as some of the other ones, so I feel like it kind of has like a different finish to it. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, it's not that pigmented. It's like a matte base with some gold glitter in it. Oh my gosh, this one's so pretty. The next one is called Spiced Rum, and it's a really beautiful olive color. Oh my god, I think that one's my favorite in the whole palette. Did you see how easily that went on? And it's so unique and beautiful. Oh my gosh. We might have to use that one today. Okay, so next up we have Sugar Daddy, which is a really powdery pink shade. Oh, it's actually more pigmented than I thought it was gonna be. That one is Sugar Daddy. Oh my gosh, guys, I just realized I was reading the wrong names. I'm so sorry. I was like looking at the bottom ones when I was reading the middle row. So I'll probably have it fixed on the screen which actual shade it was. I'm so sorry about that, but we're just gonna keep going. So this purple is actually called Figgy Pudding. I actually called the other color it, but we're just gonna roll with it. This is a true purple and it's matte. So that is what that one looks like. Okay, so next up we have Hot Toddy, which is a beautiful cranberry color. Oh my god, that one is gorgeous. That is so pretty and pigmented. It actually has some pink in it, like a pink shift. So pretty. Okay, so next up we have Reindeer Paws. This one is really, really matte. It actually felt kind of dry when I was swatching it. Oh, but it goes on pretty nice. It's just a really, really eggplant deep purple. Okay, so next up we have Gingerbread Latte, which this one looks like a really beautiful transition shade. It's just a light brown. And it is matte. And that one is Gingerbread Latte. And last but not least, we have Spiced Rum, which is a purple with some glitter in it. This one is so pretty. This is one of the reasons why I wanted this palette, was because of this shade. It's like a purple brown. It's so beautiful. Now, some of them do feel a little bit dry, so I'm really interested to see how these perform on the eyes. But that is all the swatches. They're so pretty. Oh my god. So now we're gonna go ahead and play with this on our eyes, but first I'm gonna remove what I do have on there. I just like have one shade, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I went ahead and just primed my eyelids with my MAC Studio Fix concealer in the shade NC20, and we are just gonna go ahead and get started. So first I'm gonna take the color Powdered Sugar, which is this one on the top, and we're gonna use that to go ahead and set this eyeshadow primer in place. So I'm just gonna load up this big brush and just set it on top. So these do have some powder kick up, but nothing too crazy. Forgot to take my mascara off, so it's kind of just flaking everywhere, so don't mind that. Okay, so I'm looking at the palette and I'm like, what do I want to do? Okay, obviously I want to do something super warm, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Something super warm and fall. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to take the color Look at My Cookie, which is this one right here. It's a pretty peachy color, and we're going to see if this even shows up on the eyes, but I'm going to be using that as my transition shade. So my brush picks up a lot of powder, so you just got to be careful with that because they're super pigmented. Oh, the color does show up on my eyes. That's nice. So I'm just gonna buff this into the crease and above it. I'm gonna take the color Spice is Nice, which is this really pretty warm orange. And I'm gonna use this to really define this crease. Oh my gosh, these are so pigmented, guys, and they're blending really nicely. So I think I am gonna end up cutting the crease just because I wanna use as much eyeshadows as I can for this look, just so you guys can see them in action. But I'm just putting this on the outer corner and also into the crease. Okay, and then I'm just taking that transition shade we started with, which is Looking at My Cookie, right? Looky at my cookie. I think that's how you say it. But I'm gonna use that to blend out that orange. To further deepen up my crease, I'm gonna take the color Gingerbread. You guys can see the like powder kick up right there, but it doesn't really bother me. And I'm just gonna do the same thing with this color as we did the orangey color. I'm just gonna put it in the outer corner and also into the crease. And I'm just gonna keep layering that until I get the intensity that I want in the definition. I want it to look super warm, because this is a gingerbread inspired look, right? Then I'm gonna go back in with the orangey color just to blend out the edges of that brown. All right, guys, now I'm gonna go ahead and cut my crease. I'm gonna use my Tarte Shape Tape to do so. All right, guys, for the lid, I wanna use Warm and Toasty and Spice of Life. So these two right here, they're super pretty. So first I'm gonna start off with Warm and Toasty, which is like that gold mustardy color. And I'm gonna use it dry first, just so we can see what it looks like dry. Now I'm gonna focus this right here in the inner part of the lid. Oh my gosh, it's so pigmented even with the dry brush. The concealer is just a tad bit tacky, but not too tacky. I'm gonna take it about halfway right there. Then I'm gonna dip my brush into the green, which is Spice of Life. And then just apply this right next to it and kind of marry the two in the center. But first I just want to focus on getting that color on there. We do have some fallout from this color. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I'm gonna tap off my brush just so we can try not to get as much fallout. And the same thing all the way up to that line. This one I do feel like it would be better wetting the brush just because it does have some fallout, but it does work really good dry as well. If you were to like do your face first, it should be fine. But I don't know if you guys could see that fallout. I'm gonna go ahead and buff it away. Okay, before I go ahead and blend everything together, I'm gonna go ahead and do this eye just so this concealer doesn't dry. Alright, now I'm gonna try to blend these two shades together just so it doesn't look so divided. So I'm gonna take the yellowy color and I'm just gonna go over this line right here and marry the two. Just kind of bringing that yellow into the green and then kind of pushing the green this way as well. Yes! Look at that blend. Do you see the difference? Now I'm gonna go ahead and go back in and define my cut crease again. I'm gonna take the color Gingerbread, the color we used in the crease, to do that. And I'm just gonna take that on a really tiny brush and I'm just gonna go ahead and outline the cut crease all the way up to the end of that yellow color. Make sure to tap off the brush. So I want to deepen things up just a tiny bit. So the darkest color in the palette is Reindeer Paws, which is this really deep purple. So I'm going to take the tiniest bit of that on my brush and I'm going to try to add this just on the very, very outer corner. This brush might be too big for this. Let me get a smaller brush. And I'm just going in circular motions. I don't want it to cover up the green, so I'm trying to stay really far away from the green without going too like low. And then I'm gonna take that brush that we had the orange on and I'm just gonna get a little bit of the orange, tap it off and blend out the outer parts of the purple. So moving on to the lower lash line, I'm gonna take that same color we used on the top to deepen up this outer corner, Reindeer Paws, which is a dark eggplant color, and I'm just going to put it as close to the lower lash line as possible. Then I'm just going to go back in with Spice is Nice, which is the orange, to blend that out. And I'm just going to kind of connect the top to it. Now I'm going to go ahead and dip into Gingerbread just to add some more browns to the lower lash line and just blend it with the other colors. We're just kind of mixing them all together at this point. And then I'm just going to go back in with the darker color just to touch that up. Alright, for the inner corner, I want to use this color right here called Frostbite Me, right? Yeah. And I'm actually going to spray my brush first just because I want it to really pop. And we're going to see what this looks like in the inner corner. I feel like this color is definitely chunky, but I'm not mad at it. It kind of gives the effect of like a glitter. I don't know. I feel like I like it. What do you guys think? Okay, so I changed my mind about that white color just because my orange started like mixing in with it, and then it like turned this weird color, and then I kept building it up, but it kept like chunking up and falling down. And so it's a little bit hard to work with. So far I don't know if I would use that color again just because it's kind of difficult to use. And it's so chunky, if you guys could see. Alright, I think that's all I'm going to do for eyeshadow. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my winged liner, mascara, and lashes off camera, and then I'll be back to show you guys the final look and also tell you my final thoughts on the palette. And then we're going to compare it to my Chocolate Bar Gold palette. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. What do you guys think? I really love the way it turned out. It looks so freaking fall. I'm so ready for fall, guys. I love the way it turned out, but I really didn't have any problems with any of the shadows in this palette. They all performed really well. They blended really nicely. They were super pigmented. I really love the way the shimmers went on. The only eyeshadow I had a problem with was the shimmery white color, which is called Frostbite Me. That one was a little chunky and kind of like glittery and just weird. I don't know, I'm definitely gonna have to play around with this palette some more, but so far I really like it, and I'm so glad that I picked it up. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little look that I did with it. Now I wanted to go ahead and compare this palette to some of the shades in my Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette, just because I feel like some of them are similar. I kind of want to swatch them side by side and that kind of thing, so we'll go ahead and do that. So in this Gingerbread palette, we do have Gumdrop, which is that really hot pink shade. And in the Chocolate Gold, they also have a really bright pink shade as well. But they are different because this one is a foiled eyeshadow. So it's more of a sheen rather than a matte. And the one in the Gingerbread palette is obviously a matte. Oh, it's a lot more like magenta, I feel like. So those are the two side by side. As you can see, this one is a lot more shimmery and more purple, and this one's a little bit more warm and cranberry-ish, and so they are different. So they do both have a rose gold shade. In the Gingerbread palette, it's this one right here. It's called Bake It Till You Make It, which is that shade right there. And then in the Chocolate Gold, they have Classy and Sassy, which is this rose gold shade. And so I'm gonna go ahead and swatch those two together. Sorry, my fingers are stained from the pink, but this rose gold is actually a lot darker than this one, so those aren't even similar at all. So another color that's similar between both palettes is this Spiced Rum color right here in the outer corner of the Gingerbread. It's like a mauvey bronze color, kind of a purpley brown. So that one, and the one in the Too Faced Chocolate Gold, the Love and Cocoa, looks very similar to that. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch those two next to each other. Ooh, those ones are super similar. Okay, look at these. So this one is Sugar Plum or not Sugar Plum, Spiced Rum. I cannot read. I don't know, I'm just making up my own shades. And then the other color from the Too Faced Chocolate Gold is called Love and Cocoa. So let's go ahead and swatch these side by side. Woo! They're pretty dang similar. So those are the two like mauvey, purpley, bronze colors. I don't know how to explain them, but they're pretty dang similar. That actually ended up being the only eyeshadow that's very, very similar between the two. So if you have the chocolate gold and you get the gingerbread, they won't be nothing alike, which is good. So you could add it to your collection without feeling guilty. So I did want to let you guys know something about the packaging. So if you have like the Too Faced chocolate gold palette, you open it, it's like a little slot right here, and you just open it and then it like clasps shut, if you know what I'm saying. So it always has like that secure close. And then on the gingerbread one, it actually still has that indentation, but it's a little bit different in the way to where it doesn't have a clasp. So you open it and then it closes like that. So it's actually a magnet. So to me, it just feels a little bit more flimsy just because it doesn't have that secure close. I was noticing it because I was trying to like make it snap, and I was like, why is it not snapping? And it's because it's a different packaging. It's very, very small, like a small detail. And then up here it does feel a little bit plasticky. I honestly just think it's because it's a holiday palette, so they don't put that much money into the packaging, at least I feel like. But the outside is super cute. I mean, I would have never noticed until like I was starting to close it, like I said. But yeah, it's just a very small detail, but I wanted to let you guys know about it. And so yeah, guys, that's gonna be everything for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up so I can know to keep doing these kinds of videos for you guys. Also, if you have any questions for me, leave it in the comments down below and I'll be sure to answer for you guys. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, BritanyRaquell, go ahead and subscribe before you leave. I do make videos 3 times a week, so Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!